think we don't need to be too serious. We relax a little bit. Show what you have. But everyone has 15 minutes. Okay, we're going to talk 11 minutes. So I have 4 minutes for Q&A. That's a little bit flexible. So it's not showing yourself. But the important thing is that since we're teaching English, so the first couple of minutes you have to give an overview of what you're going to talk. Otherwise, we cannot catch the details. Okay? So it's very important. In the beginning, you let us know what is your major. Because all this is completely. And then you can deliver it when you have done the class. Okay? So it's not it's very casual, so you don't be too nervous. And so we should start it. And the first one, okay, usually I will use English, but there's no way I can have you talk in English, so I just said in Chinese. Okay. The first speaker is 我们台师大的我们表演艺术研究研究所学士学长范胜芳。Yeah. Okay. Welcome.
Thank you, moderators, and we all, how to say that, co-creators. Yeah, so nervous to stand here. When we go into my course, I'm thinking the students are familiar with all of them. I can call their name in Mandarin Chinese, but when I need to call their name in English, how to call their English name? So the step, I understand. For the 3 minutes, I'm going to introduce a little bit about my field, drama education. And the topic today is use methodology to express emotion. So the keyword is emotion. And about another 10 minutes, I'm going to demonstrate how I use this methodology in the classroom. Before the record, my course, most of my courses are workshop-based because we are in drama theater. So we need to demonstrate, we need to work. When I go into a classroom to share this topic about emotion, no.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, thank you. Because most of my class are in theater, so the technology is important. So when I walk into my class, which is theater on campus, so I'm going to see where is the lighting, where are students to sit. And the space between the speaker and the speaker is also important. You need to walk around from here and here and to see this. So within 3 minutes, I'm going to share this topic using Rosa to express emotion. Rosa is an Indian language, means smell, different flavors. You see, I use this mask. Mask is a key element for drama. So when we put like this, how do you feel? Do you feel I'm angry or nervous? Sad. Okay, yeah, sad. You tell me. How about this one? Happy. Green. Yellow. Bright. Yeah, happy. How about a lot of thinking? Confused. Judgment. What is this? Okay, so the workshop itself will use a different way that student or the future teacher, because my course is to develop future junior high school teacher in performing arts. So I use this way to teach the key elements in drama and also in teacher education, which is emotion expression. And the workshop combines 5 elements. First is warm-up activity, about 20 minutes warm-up, because we involve a lot of body learning. So warm-up is important. And the second part is introduction. Introduction, what is the Rosa box? What is the theory behind that? And the third part is connection. I will, in the theater, I will ask students to create different masks. They can write something, they can pen something on different masks. Each mask represents one emotion. And the fourth part is experience. I will invite a student wear the mask and to experience when this nervous moment. Beginning, I would like to be happy. When we wear the happy mask, our movement suddenly change. And the last part is kind of reflection or application. For example, I will invite students one by one try different masks, but only say one sentence. For example, I love you. I wear happy mask. I really love you. And then I try another one. Student might wear like this. I like you. How about this? Really? I love you. Or you love me more. Okay. The last part is application. So about my course, normally 2 hours, workshop based. 1 hour is more theoretic introduction, and the second hour is workshop, and invite them to use different masks to explore emotion expression, and also the language, the body language. When we happy, we might like this, or in Chinese opera, the character is happy, because happy normally accompanied with nervous, so happy, excited, so like this. Would you present English? Okay, through these movements and words and sound and the space, by using math to develop a future teacher to learn emotional expression. That's the key. Okay. Because most of my classroom is here, as I said earlier, So the space is also important. Sometimes I will display like display this mask as a square. How do you do that? This. And if my student just walk along this square, and you see how do you feel right now? You feel I'm so numb. Just stay here. Oh no, I'm heavy here. That when the student go into that space, just demonstrate and express the feeling and the emotion like that. Okay. So it's a lot of different small activity or exercise to form this workshop. Last part, if the mask is difficult to get access, I just use paper. Use 9 paper. Each piece of paper is written by one emotion. So that's easy to display in the classroom setting. And when before the end of the workshop, we will make a circle and sit on the floor and talk a little bit to reflect what we have learned during the workshop. And the key message is the combination. Our emotion is complicated. Sometimes we will display happy. Sometimes we will be in the kind of depression. But the key is to be balanced in different kinds of emotion. Emotion is no wrong or right. The key is to have balance. That is all vocabulary that I have in English. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any questions or comments?
Yeah, I have some idea to share. Because the emotion, I think in English is difficult for us because we only know happy, nervous, or sad. So I think you can prepare students with more English about emotion. Yeah. Yeah, vocabulary. Yeah.
That's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
Even in Chinese, it's difficult.
Yeah.
Even in Chinese, what emotion do you have in Zhongwen? It's difficult. We always have 高兴、难过。To express emotion is difficult. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So I think
English.
More vocabulary for students and they can practice.
Vocabulary first.
Yeah. They learn this vocabulary first. I think it's better teaching strategy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. It also reflects a little bit 9 emotions. One of them is peace, is empathy. That is easy for us as Eastern culture to understand because that kind of mask is white, so there is no specific emotion involved. Peace is empathy, and provide the other 9 emotions for students to choose. Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to ask you something you just mentioned. When you have the paper, do you write the words on that or are you drawing on it? Is it drawing or is it words?
Drawing or words or kind of painting or symbol, all of them is okay.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's singular situation.
Yeah, and then the key is make student to connect with the emotion in body. They got to write something put something on the paper or on the mask, so that people will feel, oh, what is the happy means? What is the excitement for me?
Go ahead.
Your kind of methodology is pretty interesting, and just like you said that technology is, I think, is how we study and be And you mentioned a lot on the illnesses. I'm wondering if there is key points of the connections and how to perform the arts. If I have this kind of studies on different experiences, what's the connection of the importance of this study to perform the arts?
Okay. For the learning objective, I will prepare students to distinguish that this course could relate to the performing arts training, acting training,
Yes.
or they could just as a learning methodology,
Yeah.
or they could go to the therapy. But in classroom, we don't use emotion to process the issue. We just focus on learning. Use this as a learning tool to prepare future teachers their emotion or body language in classroom. And I won't, but for some students that their background is acting, I will focus on acting. Yeah. But we won't go to the therapeutic part to process. Is that what you want?
I'm not quite sure. When they draw it, okay, of course, there's certain information. But when you talk to others, acting plus the information, it's a little bit strange to me because it's for other people to watch this one, to feel the information. The person just learning it, how can you feel this?
Yeah. That's about inside out or outside in.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we think we are angry, but people think, oh, you look not angry, you are very happy. So it's kind of mutual communication.
So
But we wear that,
you have to keep in mind you have to act like
yeah,
that's
like 化妆. Yeah, or wearing the clothes. This mask is not only on your face, but also on your whole body.
he has to see that.
Thank you for allowing me to express.
Any questions? Any other questions or comments? Okay, thank you very much. I forgot to mention, I'm the presider for the section. My name is Cheng, and this is my co-presider. Yeah, I'm from this university, National Taiwan University.
National Taiwan University of Science and Technology.
Yeah, so we're co-presiding this sections and free talk, free discussion. Okay, and probably will wait for it. Okay, next person. Our next speaker is Cheng. Do you need the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Oh, do you need the PowerPoint? Yeah, you do. Okay, just send out a second. Yeah. is 中信金融管理学院运动产业管理学士学程。那我们很高兴有很多朋友问题
I'm Cheng. I'm from CPTC Business, and I'm teaching the undergraduate program of sport coaching as assistant professor. This is my profile. Putting my education background is mostly Today I am very happy to here sharing my EMI lesson plan. my lesson plan course subject is the long high service. But from now, I will use the long service on this presentation. Okay. Below nowadays, the digital education traditional teaching including 3 parts: cognition, attention, and skills. So I design my lesson as is using the common method in digital education. And my teaching method is using the 3. 1. Step-by-step teaching, 分段教学法 and handfully simulation practice, 空手练习 and hand-on practice, 实物的操作 and what will students learn by the end of this course? 1. Understand the long-term movement skills. 2. Develop the skills to perform good long service. 3. I will feedback my students the 5 and 5 common mistakes. Okay. In the gain attention, for first of all, I will briefly explain the history definition, and then I will introduce some Taiwan's excellent badminton players in recent years, such as 周天才 and 戴资颖 and the double pair 林洋配 and they have great achievement in the international competition. So this will help attract students' attention and focus on the topic. And then I will show my students that the badminton is a very gentle and ladylike sport. In the badminton, the first shot must be served from below to the opponents. And this is not like the other sports, like tennis, where serve is powerful, and like the volleyball, where players use the jump serve in order to kill their opponents. So in the badminton, the first shot is meant to start the game, not to finish it. Okay. And we analyze the key point for performance long service. This is in front of the field movement. This is the side. And we broke it down into 4-step basic movement. Retention, 1. 2. Releasing the shuttle. 3. Striking and hitting. 4. Descending the racket. In the step 1, retention, you feet your feet with your feet shoulder wide apart, and one front and the other back, and keep your weight on your back foot, and one hand and one hold the racket in one hand and the other shuttle, and 2. Releasing the shuttle, letting the shuttle drop naturally, and the step 3 is transfer your weight from back foot to the front foot. At the same time, protect your waist and body, and swing your racket to hitting the shuttle. Finally, extending the racket. After hitting the shuttle, continue your swing and follow through. Then keep your ankle up. This is a continued movement in the diagram. The frame 1 is retention. The frame 3 is releasing the shuttle. And the frame 3 to 7 is striking and hitting. And the frame 8 is extension the racket and follow and through. And we hope the shuttle fly trajectory like this, long, high and far, and landing near the service line. Okay. And then like inside the three bridges made for the long service. One, bridges without the shuttle, like our childhood scale, 1, 2, 3 red line, 1, 2, 3 左右。And it practices the 4 basic step movement, like a time, 0, 1, 2, 3. And well done. The basic movement is okay. Then combine the steps until the full motion. Like 0, 1, 2, 3. And well done. We combine the striking beating and depending the rating and the follow through. And it's okay until to the full movement. Okay. And if students ready, we go to the stage 2 practice. The stage 2 practice is served to the wall. We find a wall and serve to the wall using a shuttle actually. And the practice is help students improve their thinking sensitivity and the way change, and the feeling. Okay. And the practice is more effective by reducing the time that students to spend pick up the shuttle. And finally, the final practice we actually we practice directly on the count in group. And this practice is focused on the third shot flight trajectory. And the flight trajectory shuttle drop point in a certain count. Okay. And this is the 3 practice. And then I will feedback my students the 5 common mistakes and fix in the long service. 1. Serve too fast. It makes lose their balance. So stand steady, and pause for minutes. Keep your balance well, and then that's okay when they serve. And 2, unsteady release. Don't make harder for yourself. Let the shuttle fall into the same location, and let's fall naturally. Don't let it anywhere and speed up. So don't make it difficult by moving or speeding up the shuttle. And 3, taking the shuttle not actually. The leg force not stable. So it is important, it must best to improve the rocket stability. And so back to practice the 1, 2, 3 very line and the wall service. 4. Weakness of the shuttle, the lack of the power. It is very important the weight transfer your weight. So transfer your weight from your back foot to the front foot and use the body rotation. It's very important. Not just on swing straight. Okay. So to generate power, so it's very important use your body's power. 5. The shuttle flight trajectory or trajectory is the right tension. So the right tension is very important about the shuttle trajectory. So after hitting the shuttle, continue your swing and let your elbow high and the pointer in target of toe to the target. Okay. If I have enough time, I will feature rules and the instruction of Badminton like this. 1. Serve dynamically, and the left serve and the right serve different, and the switching times. And when the serve, you must stay in speed, don't move it. And finally, the highest of the shuttle, when the shuttle highest must be under 115 kilometers. Okay. In the end of the course, I will encourage my students. Actions speak loudly than words. Try to pick up your later. Let's practice. For your badminton will get better. This is my AI plan talk. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think I acted. Any questions, comments?
It's very interesting. The visual ads is quite useful for students to learn idea related to the topic. The situation is picking up and interacting with students. So regular exhibition feedback will likely to reflect what they are trying to learn. That's my suggestion.
Your questions, topics, subjects, issues.
Okay, yeah. The QA section, it's okay to use Cheng. 他说你跟学生互动比较少一点，学生有没有反应？
Oh, it was only 15 minutes, so I can't for 那个整个流程没办法做。其实我们在实际上的话，前面跟学生互动的时候，通常还是会有一些，例如说不太知道。那是我自己的话，像我们之后会加一些东西。对啊，这些是从这些都会互动。像刚刚你们在讲前面那个。这个啊，其实我这个是当初设计是提问的，这个这一段就是羽毛球是有绅士属于的来，羽毛一直觉得羽毛的来，它跟强运动非常不一样，一本是的和立刻发球，但是我是会用提问的方式。But I have a question to my student that他们过去的经历呢，admission跟一般的 sports 有什么不一样？那其实太大的对他的发球是。要给人家打，那其他像运动刚才讲到网球、高压式打球、篮球、高压式打球，就是说打式的嘛，就是把这个比赛形式最大的差异会在这里。那我们这边来跟学生互动，然后在刚刚后面的去学习后面的一些。
Well, I actually feel curious when I see Badminton because I actually got injured from Badminton. There's a lot of Chinese on top. Will the student be too focused on the Chinese character rather than the English? And will this affect them from actually learning these vocabulary? 会不会让他们觉得比较难熟悉这些英语的单词，或者太多中文的？
So actually, my skills of English level must be only A1.
Before this one, I have a bad job. I'm very curious. What is this course's purpose? What's your students? Why they need to use? Why you have to use your mind to teach you? 为什么这门课你要用英文教？这些学生是将来要用英文去授课，还是只是要学文学？
哦，这个是差意思。呀，这其实。我要在回答这个问题，我也在思考，我也还在找这些个问题的答案，所以可以
我有一个想法，因为我觉得其实我们都有学过羽毛球，然后这些东西就是本来就是一个在球场上要直接那个 active 的东西，可是为什么我们要用英文讲？我觉得我有一个非常棒的学习，就是原来棒球、击球的英文是这样讲哦。所以我其实觉得说这些英文很值得让学生去看到说，原来羽毛球英文怎么说，击球英文怎么说。我觉得这是很棒的学习。就是除了我我学到羽毛球之外，可以学到所有跟球相关的英文。像以后我如果去听那个国际球赛，我可能可以听得懂几个英文字。我觉得这个东西可以鼓励学生去学。所以我刚刚在听课的时候，就说我终于知道在 EMI 的课堂上学生是什么感觉。
So combine the questions. 就是说你有没有也是一样，你有没有一个他的 list 让学生知道？
that's what I mean.
然后你上课的时候就可以稍微英文多一点，就可以把中文字稍微翻译。所以或者 情一定要有个他们先。
最关键是啊
，keywords，甚至说你有一个专门讲这些 keywords 的计划，然后再来才又进到这个，然后这样鼓励学生，就是说，哎，他将来去参加国际竞赛，他也可以跟人家沟通的。
Yes，
是，就说你们这门课不能上的原因是，就是学校要求你上。是这样子吗？
可是我要自己真人，是我自己要真人。
其实很多运动员他们去参加奥运啊，或者参加像之前周天成也会来想说，学一点英文，不然其实被受访的时候，或是因为其实运动都是一个国际的机会去国外，然后跟人家讲话。那我相信那个陈老师的学校也很多的学生应该也是需要这个学习的背景出国可以使用。
就我自己的想法是，我只想让他们生活化，就是他们的指导说生活上面那些。因为其实我自己也在准备这一课的时候，还想说哇，原来技巧，我那天就跟他讨论到底 striking 还是 hitting 到底两个差异在哪里？因为其实它会有两个字，一定在于它的文学上面是有差异。但是过去可能我们自己也没有很认真，因为你没有上课嘛，所以不会很认真去想这个问题。可是我那天在追着好多人问，像因为去找英文老师讲，然后他们这都是击球嘛，然后我就想，对啊，我就知道都是击球，因为它一定有个差异。对啊，话我没说不到的。对啊。
I think I have more like encouragement. You start from the motivation with this kind of engaging course, and then practice, and then the terminologies like this kind of list. And then as you last, you mentioned the encouragement, right? Just I remember the last slide is on the vaccine, right? It's kind of encouragement to how students feel more relaxed and more energy in this course. So is there a way, like in the course, there are a lot of maybe some students, their English level is higher than other students. So is there like a hand by hand learning to make your course more smooth? 在课堂中提升，就是在课堂中有一些学生的英文可能是非常容易的进入到这个状态，那有些学生可能是比较慢一点。有没有这个大学生小组的这样一个会让课堂更流畅的一个practice？
我讲一直性分组，所以说其实有啊，第三点设计啊，它这个，因为我但是因为我实际上当初其实没有写到很多细节，是因为实际上有的学生我在想，可能要说可能，因为我当初想法很简单，如果我不是都会教他们画圈子，然后类似于我让他们去，然后我可能会在讲解的时候，因为其实他们做工作，他们有带入，他们会知道，他才在讲，他知道听有关注什么样子。所以你这些刚那么多细节，其实搞不好其实他还是能懂。这个跟我看东方你就懂，他其实他们听懂在讲什么。对学生来讲，可他重点是我觉得可能是我要他们的，对啦，就是说他们的更就是习惯这个东西啦，重点习惯啊，对啊，至于程度或者是我们讲能力会要慢慢提升，就像是那天其实我这个好几天我在上课的时候找学生，就是我会用产品，就有学生看到马上。老师，你不要闹了。对啊，老师，你今天是来折磨我的吗？你平常是好人吗？今天就来折磨我。对啊，所以我也是想说，可能还是要怎么样让学生慢慢去适应。但是我会说，我在想说从学科的这种主课之下学，不然我们有个专业课程运动训练法，可能第一个字都不可能，他最后一个字了。对啊，那他们对他们来讲门槛会很高。对啊。
我刚才其实有在想，其实如果说真的是希望他们多学英文的话，应该是那个英文的字大，中文的字小。So they will have to look at the English first instead of so they don't need to pay attention to English. The slides like this, they don't need to pay attention. 可是你把它倒过来，英文大一点 ，preparation huge， 然后小小的一个预备哈，这样他就会接受这个。
对，应该说就是那个关注的时候，他太容易看到资讯的时候，他就放，所以资讯就跳过去了。
不会看英文。 这也是让他那个
对，应该对我
非常过来了，对。
因为我当时想说，
因为就是说那个，其实这个是有两派，我稍微跟大家分享一下，这是有两派意见。有一派是说EMI的时候是完全不可以用中文，因为这样的话学生会强迫学生去用英文。也有一派认为这样的话万一用上学生是完全不保护的，所以他们其实认为用百英文是可以的。不过我自己的办法是完全用中文。那可是就是说那个，不过我有给他们一个我看的解释，自己的心得。不过我是觉得，如果要用百英文也是可以的，可是你的主体还是英文还是大一点。因为它的重点是还希望他能够学到多英语的 keywords，就像我刚才一直在讲，他能够跟人家沟通这个是的，所以你把英文放大一点，这么好讲。
一定要反过来才对。当初在做的时候，当初做都是想说，他
帮助他们啊，就是帮助他们了解，
对，
这太帮助他们，那就会分配英语。如果我们是 dual purpose 的话，你就可以搞过来，这是不太一样。好，谢谢。下一位 speaker 是我们长庚大学的那个护理系的吴晓明教授。好，我们欢迎吴老师。
Good morning, everybody. I'm from Cheng University of Science and Technology. That's長庚科技大學. So everybody just confused for these two schools, but it's okay. I'm the teacher from School of Nursing. Yeah, so I'm a nurse still. I'm a nurse teacher. Yeah. The PPT is the PowerPoint is from one of my class. The class is psychological of love, psychology of love. So 爱情心理学. So I didn't mention the course name, but I want to just pick one lesson about communication relationship. Yeah. So I just want to demonstrate one lesson. We will talk about the conflict in relationship. How do you fight with the person, with the one you loved? Some students some experience fight with their boyfriend and girlfriend, but some didn't. So they can just discuss their conflict with their mom, their father, or their classmates. So, but in this demonstration, I want to show the part of our course activity. It's just use the revolutionary role. This movie, I will show one part of the movie script to make a student to analyze why they are fighting and how can we shift the different result. Maybe they don't have to fight. So that's what I teach you purpose. So I want to get the students' attention. I will show them some story, and I will use the what's that? Slido for there they can share why the people they really fun love, but why they fight. So why you fight with your girlfriend and boyfriends. So but I think I want them to know something about the different kind of communication way or skill from man and woman. Sometimes maybe the story is very familiar in your life. One man just sitting in a living room with a terrible face, and a woman asked him, "What's wrong with you?" "Nothing." "And what's wrong with you?" "Nothing." "You have to tell me, or I can do something for you." "Nothing." So, if you love me, you should know that I worry. You have to tell me. Both silence and they keep fight. So there's different way for a man and woman to communicate. If you really want to know what he think, but he really don't want to tell anything, so what would you do in that situation? So I will give them the story first. Okay, and I will give them some. This is about this course content. You have some myths about the relationship that the one you really love. Maybe you will think your boyfriend should know better than anyone else, and they should know what you need, and they should spend more time with you. And if they don't, that must be he doesn't love me. Yeah, so that's myth. Do you ever think about what your partner, your lover, they are really feel? So because I know this person very well, so I'm not afraid to lose my temper in front of him or her. So I do. I just always lose my temper. And I want to be close to this person. So if not, I'm lost. And you should know what I'm getting angry. Don't you know I'm getting mad? I'm getting mad. So you have to know. But I want you to think about one thing. Everybody cannot read mind. Nobody can read mind. So you have to tell, you have to say something in front of the one you love, you care about. So this is very important. So for the intimacy communication, listening with your heart and speaking clearly is really important. So that's what I want to train my students to practice these two skills, listening and speak clearly. So that's one important part I want to make sure my students will understand that if you really care about this relationship, it is not, you cannot careless for your behavior to this person. So the goal for your conflict communication, just two purpose. Take care of your partner's face and expectation and express yourself clearly. So I will express this purpose one more time. And I use the element of nonviolent communication. This theory about how you face the conflict. So I will show some example about these four elements. Observation and feeling, need, request. So I will talk more about
so I will get them how to use this element about observation and judgment. You have to say something to your partner, somebody you love, just for the space by the people, time, and place, not just the conclusion. Take one example just like this. This PowerPoint has some Chinese on there, but I just erased that. So I want them to understand more about this situation. Sometimes you will say, you're always late at this point in you, but you can say, I wait for you for how many hours, and I'm really nervous about this more clearly. But if you just say that, somebody will feel, you just blame him. You are not just satisfied with our relationship. Sometimes we just have conflict in this way. So I think I have enough time to do this. And second one, so the fourth part, feeling, you tell your feeling, not just blame. So if you tell your boyfriend, you forgot to text me again, I don't think you care about me. You just forget one thing, but you say you didn't care about me. Okay, so maybe you just can say why you just care about this person forget it. Because we are really in a hurry. You don't have time to waste to pick it again. So I want you to remember not to forget to carry this. So you can tell this person your feeling and not just blame. And this is it. I think it is really an important part for the students, female students, girl students. They always say nothing to the partner what they feel and just on their face. They always want their boyfriend to reply. They have to know what I feel. He is my boyfriend, and why didn't he know what I feel? So I want them to know this. This is the example of my student. Don't you feel you have to say anything? If you say first, I will say nothing. If you say sorry first, but the boy, what's that? What do you want me to say? My students, because my students, all the noise students, that's on email. So they just like to say that it's their relationship. So if you want somebody to say something, you have to say what you really need. I need you to tell me if you go out with your friend. We have a deal. You promise you will tell me first, but you don't. Why? So that's the conflict. Okay. This is another element of concept because speak out what you request in action, not order. So you have to say what you want and gentle. That's what I want them to do. That's my student story. They just said that just go out with her boyfriend, and the boyfriend always just play a cell phone. And she said, he must do a great job and make lots of money. Because I'm always on the cell phone. But they really want to say, we don't have enough opportunity to play out. So can you just focus on me, not your cell phone? That's what the girl really need. So you can just say what you need in gentle way, not just like a friend. So I will give the students movie, Revolutionary Road, maybe 10 minutes, 10-minute part on this movie. The part is their fight. And I will give them the script like this to this part. And we'll make them do the next part. So this is an example I will show on the class and make them do. How we then to make this opportunity, I will go that in group of fight, they can feel what they feel, and others just make word or under this program. So you see, you hear the letter, you can see that's the dialogue of this movie and just fight. So this part of this script, what you say? I said, yeah, a lot. You just start talking about it now before. So if you think the April wants something, but she didn't clarify what they really want, what she really wants. So I think it's no good. And I give them 5 communication ideas. And this is have a rubric that I will show today. So I will tell them how what's the 5 communication ideas. That's what I mean. You have to express what you really mean, you feel, and recognize what he says or she said. Maybe you just misunderstand, and you have to say this in a gentle way and do not think. I will show them this 5 communicational ideas first, and they will choose one. So I think this one, Apple didn't say more about herself, more really. So that's I mean, this is not a wrestler feeling now. They're very clearly. So I will judge if you want to speak yourself more clearly, what can you say? So if you just say, friend, don't tell friend, could you just stop talking about it? But if you say I, it's more appropriate. So I can talk about it now. I need some rest. Can we talk later? I think this complete this 5 will happen. So I will show this practice. And then they just practice all script and then we'll do that. And I will make them do that. And you just hear understand, or you just say, I don't know what this person is. That's my student told me. I don't know what the other person means when they talk something. I want them to try to listen. So that's their feedback. Okay. I think it's my presentation.
So, any questions, comments? I have a question. You raised it? Okay, go ahead.
Share this demonstration about
You're not done yet.
It's very engaging, and it's not because in the communication level, and it's allowed to keep thinking what is the purpose to use EFI to teach communication. And I think for students, maybe in the future, they might marry to the people in different culture or use different language. or like the communication may be beyond just the language level, different layers of the culture. So thank you for this. Allow me to think why this we need to use EFI to communicate.
Telling story as a starting point is a very good technical way to focus student attention. Very good. Thank you.
You know, that's my question, continuing question. I was so curious, showing the movie. How long is the movie? How long does you watch the movie?
Maybe just 10 minutes.
Oh,
Because
so
I
that's
just show their fight.
Yeah, so you come,
Yeah, I just tell them the story of this movie, who is April, who is Brand, and why they fight. So maybe just 10 minutes. Yeah, okay.
watch the whole thing. No. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's start with, so start with someone to engage the students, to get into the discussion.
Any other questions? For your, like, you start from the storytelling, which just directly attract me from the sports to this nursing part, and the communication act very important. Like, for my understanding, their work in the future maybe they treat the patients,
Yes.
right? And the communication is really the key point. And really the way you are, like, what you need in the, what you can say in a more gentle way, and the patients really need that. And they cannot read the mind, but they can change what you can speak in a way. Yeah, I really like your sharing. Thank you so much.
Okay, any other questions, comments? No? Okay, so we can move on. Our next speakers is last one for this morning, but not least. Is from 明志科技大学经营管理系王明威老师。王老师，请。
好，因为我们 slide 里面本身大家去有两个一个 slide 一个马路，所以用那个 PPT 没办法去呈现，所以我需要登录来用手机，那我们就用这个电脑。 Hello, good morning everyone. Before I start the demonstration, I would like to give you some background about my course. My course is called Applied Statistics. It's an MBA program. My students their age range from between 20 to 30 years old, but come from different countries, including Vietnam, Indonesia, French, and also local students. So it's a big challenge to have this kind of course. And their English level, I think it's maybe between the A2 and B2. A2 and B2. So they can communicate with me, it's okay. About the course specific skill, language, they need to learn they understand some basic terminology about statistics. For example, the mean value, variance, standard deviation, and correlation, and so on and so forth. So that's it. Because I would like to have create a same context in my class, so I'm going to scan the QR code. You can see here is Slido. So please, yes. Okay, good. Good. Because this topic is one of the applied statistics, so we'll talk about the concept and indicators. Concept and indicators is very important things in all research domain. No matter in what domain, education or business administration, and so on and so forth. So the learning objectives, we have three. The first one is differentiate construct from the indicators. And the second, we are trying to demonstrate the relationship between the construct and indicators. And the last one, we try to analyze the reliability of construct. Construct actually is a concept. It's a general concept. Okay. So, that's a picture on the screen. So, what concept, construct come to your mind when you see this picture? So, I would like you to submit your answer to the slide. So now you can see your answer here. Slide. Yeah. So you can pause your answer. What did you see this picture? It's kind of in interaction, like trying to engage the student to relate to the topics. Colorful, food, okay. A very huge plate, yes. And so on and so forth. Good. Anything else? Okay. Nothing else? Okay, colorful food. A very large place. Okay, good. Okay, back fruits. Back fruit. Okay, good. Thank you. Anyway. So probably you can get some idea. There's all different kinds of concept or sometimes people call it construct in the research. But the construct, what does construct mean? We have to define the construct first. So actually construct is created by the researchers, such as engagement, such as customer loyalty, service quality, and so on and so forth. Let's elaborate. The construct need to be measured because the construct cannot be observed directly. So research usually to develop indicators, which are concrete concept. Just like you see in the picture, you can see the apple. Apple actually is an indicator. It's concrete. It's a concrete idea. But the fruit is a general idea. It actually is a construct. It's a general idea. So there's a difference. The construct is general, indicator is specific. And the question is, how can we connect these two concepts together? And there's a relationship between the construct and the indicator. But you can see at the left-hand side of the screen, there's a model. we call it a measurement model. For example, the circle represents a general idea, a construct created by the researcher. In our case, it's called customer loyalty. But customer loyalty is a general idea. How can we measure this kind of idea? So we have to deliver some indicator or question item, like this one, first one. Buying products from the Starbucks is the best choice for me. That's one of it. And also we have, question item 4, I'm willing to continue purchasing products from Starbucks. This kind of loyalty behavior. So this is called a list of indicators. They are observable, they are concrete. So respondent can answer. And then we use the indicator to try to measure the unobservable construct called customer loyalty. Okay? So that's the measure model. But in what way we can evaluate the relationship? In statistics, we have one way called reliability. Construct reliability. What is reliability? Reliability refers to the consistency among the indicators. Suppose they have high correlation. High correlation means that they have consistency. But they still have an idea how to do it. So I will show you how to do the reliability analysis by using a software called SPSS. It's a software, statistical software. And there's only 5 steps, very easy. When you activate the SPSS and import data to a software, the first step is to click the analyze on the menu. That's the first step. Second step, and scroll down to find there's a scale function. Under scale function, you can see the reliability analysis. 3 steps. And then next. The next one, we have to select the indicator which used to measure the customer loyalty. Suppose we have 5 indicators to measure customer loyalty. So move here. And then you can see there's an option called alpha. It's a reliability coefficient function. So just click OK. 5 steps. That's enough. And we can see the result. Although we know how to operate the software, but the question is how can we integrate the meaning of report? I give you a focus here. You can see red, the red square box. You can see a Cronbach alpha. Cronbach alpha is coefficient. The results show you around 0.9. What does it mean? It means it's high reliability for the scale. The 5 indicator is reliable. So if the value is above 0.7, it's considered acceptable. But it's below 0.7, it's poor. We have discussed is anything wrong with the question item. We have to modify it. So that's how we do the reliability test. Okay, let's have play a very quick game. Just to test how can you understand the idea. We only have 3 very easy questions. Scan the QR code here and join the game. 3 yes or no question. Okay, good. Okay. So we all have 3. Never join. Okay. Yeah, 4. Suppose you already learned the topic about construct indicator. Let's see. Let's start it. Okay.
So you scan the QR code. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 6, that's great. Let's get started. The first question. Transfer indicator is our topic. 3, 2, 1. True or false? Reliability refers to the consistency and stability of a measurement. Yes or no? True or blue? And no or false? True or false? Oh, time's up. Good. We have 6. True. Yeah, that's good. Let's see the next question. Oh, we have rating. Well, the first question. The score will be based on how fast you answer the question. Yeah, how fast you answer the question. The name. So by the number 1. No, true or false? Constructs are used to measure the indicator. Yes or no? Constructs are used to measure the indicator. Yeah, good. Wow, that's great. That's great. It's false. Indicators are used to measure construct, not construct to measure the indicator. Construct and actual indicator is contrary. Okay, so that's good. This answer is wrong. False. Let's see. Ready? Wow. Wow, about time. Up to number 1. That's good. Next, last one. The construct is created by a researcher. Yes or no? Okay, good. Yes, true. Construct, engagement, customer loyalty, search quality, all created by the researcher is a general idea for research purpose. So the answer is yes, true. So see the final result. Yeah. Good. Cindy. Wow. That's good. Oh, okay. That's great. Why is the winner? Is the winner. Thank you. The winner.
反正第一次觉得有动听懂。
Okay, the winner will get a fine point for the final grade. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's recap what we have learned today. We have 3 learning objectives. We try to differentiate construct from indicator. So the construct is created by researchers and observers. General idea, which that indicators are contrary, either by the indicator also, but try to measure the construct. Understanding the relationship in terms of reliability is so essential in research. So that's for today's topic. Thank you for your attention. We'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so this is involving the technology. So any comments and questions?
Yeah.
Using Slido is a good way to teach construct, the concept of construct, that we all construct together.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you. Anyone?
Anyone else? Comments and questions?
No?
Will you share my inspirement? You provide like Professor Cheng said that slide for Kabul kind of like apply the statistics which make us all involved.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, this is a very, I think this is a very good way to help students have a better connection with this kind of solid study together and link their minds and then have a better understanding. I really love your talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You know, I have another question. So, in your class, okay, this is the whole semester's class?
Whole semester, this semester.
Okay, yeah, so, my question is that, when they download the software, they have to do it every lecture or, just,
Usually I do it every lecture.
practices? Okay, so then the next question comes into the real question. Okay. How big is your class?
Our class has around 24 students.
So there's no problem on the software?
Yes, no problem.
You know, very often I've been involved, I've been sitting with a large audience, like 300, 500 people.
Wow.
And you know, it just very curious, if you're going to do every lecture, but you have a small lecture,
Yeah.
you have a smaller class, so
Yes.
maybe it's okay.
Workable.
Yeah, it's multiple, but if you have a large audience, I think it's more than 300 you get in the audience, because the software itself cannot handle such a flow. So 300 people wanting to do at the same time, no one can get into it. But, so when we're using new technology, you have to adapt on the technology also. So, it's very good to use that, but if you have a larger audience, you have to think about that.
Yeah.
You either have to download it first, or, you have to do something else.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't do that yourself. You can't do that yourself. We have to do it in the fall. So have a smaller class.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes.
So thank you very
I
much.
have one more experience to share because it's related to using software. So we have to let students and experience. But I would like them to have a discussion because they are multi-dimensional students and classes.
Yes.
So I randomly to select a member into a group. So one group maybe have Indonesia, Vietnam, local student. So they force them try to communicate in English.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and also I use another AI tool called Miro. Miro is a whiteboard. They can collaborate together with whiteboard. And I can see all stages they can program. Yeah, at the same time. I think AI is so powerful to help us engage with them.
Yes, it's also a way I always like that core technology and then spread out
Yes.
other concepts and then totally like a systematic thinking for this institution.
Yeah, thank you. Sure. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we have concluded all the presenters in the morning, and after this, we have a half-hour's discussion. So we can now talk all together
Okay.
about what you think about this morning session, and we will exchange ideas in the session. Yeah. I think. I will share what I feel.
Myself and our respected Professor Cheng I'm Cindy from National University of Science and Technology. And Mr. John, I believe you guys already know a lot. Read from the news. Yeah. And this afternoon we have 4 presenters in the field of fire safety, psychology, art, and digital technology. And for each presenter, we have 15 minutes. 1 minute is for the background introduction of why you want to take this course in English. And 10 minutes for the teaching demonstration. And 4 minutes Q&A section. In the Q&A, if possible, we can do that in English or Chinese. Yeah, English is better, I think. Yeah, and we hope that through this kind of communication, we can exchange ideas, and hopefully we can gain more inspired or innovative ideas in your future teaching. Yeah, let's welcome our first presenter, Wei Zhujun 老师。Hello everyone. I am teaching EMI this semester, so I don't have the recording yet. So this demonstration will be a small part from the course that I'm going to offer next semester. So it's called contemporary art, and it's a small section
where I will introduce the concept of participation in contemporary art. So it's a type of art that different from the traditional media such as like painting or sculpture. So what I want to achieve, the learning objective of this section will be that first introduce some of the example of participatory art and also offer the key terminology, key concept for the student to talk about this type of art, so they can maybe think about this, how to discuss and also to incorporate this element that they use in the subject in their own practice. That's why like department, most of the students are from studio art. And I would think that there will be also students from other departments. But in our own department, we have students from, mostly from Taiwan, and students from Malaysia, and from Korea. So I would imagine they already have some knowledge if they have taken survey in Western art in their first year of college, and then this will be an elective course for the second year to fourth year university student. Okay, so that's okay. So what I would like to do is beginning by introducing three works of art, of participatory art, to you guys. And during this, sorry, and during this this process, I would like to you to think about what difference do they have, and also maybe what the things that they share in common. So first, on the screen, I would like all of you to imagine that you are in a museum, in a darkened space, and where you can see 3 projected video. And on each of the video, you will see more or less like these young people singing karaoke. But you cannot see all the videos at once because they are in 3 different rooms. But you can hear the sounds from the different rooms, so also the lights of the image bleed. So then these people, they are singing songs from an album called The World Won't Listen by the Smiths. But the Smiths probably is one of the best known British band in the 80s. If you don't know the Smiths, you can imagine they are singing songs by the Taiwanese band Mayday, or maybe the K-pop group Blackpink. So then you come to find that the artist who did this video installation, he actually went to 3 different countries, to Indonesia, and to Colombia, to Turkey. Then he put out the posters all over the city, asking Smith fans to come and to sing karaoke in front of a camera with this kind of cheesy backdrop in the background. And he would record them and turn it into a work of art. So you have 3 videos, the same song from the Smiths playing, and they all sing the same song at the same time. You move from one room to another, hearing they sing. It's very joyous and very fun if you like Smiths. Next, we have another work, and I would like you to imagine again that you are in a gallery in Berlin, in Germany. And the gallery, the space is very bright. There are nothing in the gallery but these 6 big cardboard boxes. Then you will come to find that in each of these boxes, they are filled with living people. And these are the asylum seekers from Chechnya. And you may not know this part of the work that these asylum seekers, they are not allowed to be paid. They are not allowed to work. So this work actually is made up of asylum seekers who are secretly paid to be sitting inside of the boxes for 4 hours a day for 6 weeks. That's the entire duration of the exhibition. So it's very different from the first work, right? The first one we have heard is fun, it's music, and then for this one, you start feeling a little bit uncomfortable. All the political issues such as immigration and then for the treatment of the undocumented, so-called undocumented people come to the foreground. Okay, so again, we are going to another art space. And you see there's a grouping of objects. And probably you talk to the curator or to the gallerist. And you come to find out these bottles. And from the labels of the bottles, you would read because the quality of the image is not so good. So they say guarana seeds. And the curator or the gallerist may tell you that these objects actually have to do with a collective. That's a group of artists who went in Brazil and worked with indigenous farmers whose guarana seed were taken over by multinational cooperation. So probably the price, they see the products price being driven down, or probably their land being taken over. So the artists work with these farmers to devise a product, to devise a drink for them by themselves and sell these drinks. So they including that they make an advertisement, advertisement, sorry, and also the commercials, and also the product itself. So obviously these three words are very different. So we have basic information on the screen. The first one is Phil Collins, the word won't listen. And the second one is Santiago Sierra, the 6 people who are not allowed to be paid for sitting in cardboard boxes. And the last one is Superflex Guarana Corner. And Superflex is actually a Danish group, and they work in the way that I have described. They will go out to the world and mostly to community outside of Europe. And they will work with the people in the community. Okay, so I would like you to think. I have some paper here, and I would like to each one of you to take one piece of paper. Sorry. And maybe take a moment to think about what's the thing we are all sharing, and what's the differences, and we will talk this as a group. So. You can look at it as a, maybe this is the first time you see it, but as a brainstorm together. So anyone would like to share that's what you observed from this 3 examples?
I think that we look at the art, but 2 words directly into my mind. The first one is freedom, and the second one is equality.
Freedom and equality. Okay, that's 2 concepts associated with human rights, right? So that's a very good point. That if you think about the traditional media, painting or sculpture. For these three works, what unites them are the involvement and the participation of people and the human subject. So, in the 1990s, a number of theorists and art historians started to think about this kind of work that different from the traditional media, and they think about how can we discuss them and how can we name them. So these are a number of different terms and tags associated with this kind of work. We have life art, collaborative art, participatory art, socially engaged art, social practice, dialogical art, interventionist art, contextual art, new genre public art, and immersive installation. So, in our class, if we focus on the involvement of people, the most things is the participatory art. Because if you think about painting or sculpture, they are in different ways can be socially engaged. So one of the most unique characteristic is the concept of participation. So what I would like to do is to maybe think about how do we talk about this break from the traditional media. So the place to start is the concept called post-media condition. And this concept is actually coined by art historian Rosalind Krauss. In the 60s and definitely the 70s, she started to notice that artists starting to move away from being identified with painters or sculptors, but they are starting to move toward producing art objects that maybe to do with installation and a mix of different media that traditionally people were not thinking about fit for art production. So there is another concept that's called autonomy. Autonomy, this is means that art is actually about itself. It's self-reflexive. This idea of art autonomy actually starts during the Enlightenment. So sculpture is in some way just about sculpture. Painting is in some way is about painting. For technical is like painting. It's about the flatness of the picture plane. It's nothing else. So it's not about the political context. It's not about any social problem. It's just about the material quality of the painting itself. So that's a tradition for the modernist art that maybe you will know from the theorist Clement Greenberg, Michael Fried. So they think that this work can stand for itself. They are not about any socio-political context. But for Rosalind Krauss, she thinks she observes, she noticed that this is a break from this kind of formalist theory and formalist approach. There are something that art is starting to bring from the daily life, and actually it's started very, a little bit earlier than the 60s and the 70s, like for Duchamp, for Dada, you know the most important or best example of they put the euro into the gallery space and turn it upside down and call it the spring. So now, if you think about the post-medium condition, you think about the various issues such as what we talk about the freedom and also equality. start to be involved in the concept of art production. Okay, so I think that's is the time up over. It's right. Okay, thanks. Or do we have to talk about other things that? Yes.
I think this is a very interesting topic, right? I am thinking of freedom, equality, and a lot of things out of the art. The art is just the art, the reflection, the light. That's very interesting. So, yeah. Okay. Now it's time for our Q&A section. Any questions? Any questions to discuss?
I have questions. You know, when you first started with showing these pictures, do you have the whole, it's
Like a video?
yes.
Yeah.
Just seeing the pictures, you need lots of explanation. I can sort of get there, but you have a real video.
Yes, if we in the actual classroom situation, I would play the video from the YouTube because we only have 10 minutes and then the video might like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm sorry about that.
I thought so your intention will show the video.
Yeah, that would be better on the student to set down the stuff.
Yeah, I think a video is a good idea from Professor Jiang, and Professor Wei just mentioned the contemporary art, which is actually not easy to teach, and we need to teach it in English. Yeah, so a lot of methodology I believe you put into. I think that is a very good idea to start with 3 different pictures and then combine them together. And the Professor Wei gives students interactions like writing down what is in your mind right now. This is really good word. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're leaving early, so I'm just giving you the comments. This morning we have the presenters showing you the slide in your classroom, so you can see the students do that. When you do this, if you can include this new technology, maybe the students' answer will show on the screen, it will be easier for everybody to see it.
In the class, in the class,
You can see the
even the people who didn't share their oral, but other people can see the answers on the screen.
Yes.
I was trying to figure out the technology.
Yeah, it seems like everybody can see how other people think.
Yeah.
So maybe you can think about that.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, do we need to take a photo first?
Yeah, that's the way it has to be very useful. Should we?
Sorry for that.
Take the picture first?
They are having a degree show in the gallery, so I have to attend there.
Please come to the center. Yeah, let's take a quick photo. Yeah. Let's try to be. Let's try to.
after the art, now we have Yang Shangqiao 老师 will present on the fire safety. Let's welcome Yang 老师。
Okay, hello everyone. Thanks for having me. My name is Shangqiao, and I'm paramedic, and I'm Taoyuan Fire Station. So I'm teaching in the Taiwan Police College. So we're assigned to the emergency medical technicians teachers. So I'm studying to the NTNU PhD degree, and I'm health promotion and the educations. So I'm also a firefighter, I'm a paramedic, so I'm diligent to our firefighters to emergency medical technician skills. Okay, that's it. So our pre-course introduction, and we EMT is emergency medical technicians. So overall the ambulance, the emergency technician, you must be to this license. So we have three labels, EMT 1 and EMT 2 and the paramedic. So I am a high levels, so we'll do a lot of procedures for patients. Okay, so EMT course we will do the mandatory course each week for both the
semester. So student proficiency, the levels, English levels, maybe to A2 or B1. It's very easy. So I think maybe we are using a very simple EMU centers or vocabulary to our student, and I think it's my opinion to EMI is very policy, so we must be to create through very easy let our student talking and learning is our course very important vocabulary. It's my opinions. So I will this moment I will to show you how to teach our student to teach our emergency medical technicians some skills and the assessment patients. Okay. We will later. I will clear the hand. We will start present to our student. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, slowly. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, class. Today we are going to show you the assessment patients. When you are going to test your degree, you must be to the fire station. You must be allowed to take the patients. So you must be first. When you arrive at a scene, what do you need? A size of patients. And the site safe the scene is safe. Eventually, choose the environment not safe. Someone is fighting, or some lot of dog, or very a lot of blood on the scene. When you want to test the patient, no. Why? Because dangerous. So you must important things. Danger is not close to the patients, but not assessing the patient. You must be safe yourself, and also you will teach the patient. Also you save the patients. Okay. So first one rule. Safe is very important things. Okay. Later we will initiate the assessment of traumatic or non-traumatic condition and understand to the secondary assessment of traumatic or non-traumatic conditions and the level. Learning to evaluate the sensitive medical condition to take the patient's history. But we will 10 minutes, or maybe we'll focus one primary assessment and things safe check. Okay, let me show you videos. When you regularly see someone's allowed here and they take a knife, do you want to assess the patient? No. Why? It's very dangerous. But your chief or your older than you, go, you take the patient. What should you do? I don't know why. So let me check. Okay, it's one rule. Don't forget. If you are dangerous, don't face into the patients. Don't face your dangers. So you will turn around to them, go away. It's very important things because a lot of the psychiatric patients, if you're running in a fast, if you want to the back step, you will slow to the patients. So when you are facing the dangers, you will turn around back to the patients and go away. It's fine because why is fine? Why? Because safe is very important things. Okay. So one rule, safe is very important things. Okay, two. Okay, so when you regular things, it's very spacious case. Normally not a lot of things like this, just very spacious. So we will be on the news, then everybody knows our very dangerous environment to take the patients, or we will care someone. So first of all, we want to be the first patients. What is first? Safe thinking. Okay. Next, we will two things side. Regular things, check the things safe. If not safe, do not approach patients, do not take the patients. Okay. One rule. Next, we will primarily survey how to check the patient's conscious. Okay, so we will have three levels, 4 levels, birth, alert, birth, to pain, and unconscious, 4 levels. Okay, how to check the patients? Hey, are you alright? Are you okay? Eyes contact is alert. Okay, I will check you. Hi, are you alright? Are you okay? But you still close your eyes. So what should we do? I will touch your shoulders, or call loud. Hey, are you alright? Are you alright? You hit your shoulders and loud. Hey, are you alright? When you open your eyes, it's a verb. Okay, conscious verb. Okay, next. Hey, are you alright? Are you alright? No response. You touch your shoulder and loud. Are you alright? Are you alright? No response. So what should you do? I will Japan. I will tip your shoulders and give it hard. Or you have open the eyes or make a sound. Japan. The conscious levels Japan. Okay, 4 levels. We will check. Are you okay? Are you alright? No response. And the neck. I will take your shoulder. No response. I will give her pressure. No response. So we will learn important things. Check the carotid pulse. Do you remember next week we teach ours to do what the skill? Chest compression, good pressure. Good. So how do they do compression? When you check the pulse, no pulse, what you do? Chest compression. Just only very simple things. Okay, so don't forget, we have 4 levels conscious check. Alert and voice, to pain, and then unconscious. Okay, so we practice. Okay, here we go. Alert and the verb, pain, and the unconscious. Sorry. Okay, let's practice. So 1, 2, 3, go. Hey, are you alright? And patients here, it's okay? Yes, it's a eyes contact. It's a normally. Okay, it's labels conscious. Okay, next, wait. Hey, are you alright? 2 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. You close eyes, but some sneaking in the face. But you open the eyes, 2 voice. It's good. Okay. The others, hey, are you alright? But it's no response. What should you do? Hey, sure, pay the shoulder. Okay, pay the shoulder. You open your eyes, it's good or bad? Good. It's good. Open to pain. Okay? Next. Hey, are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright? No response. To pain, no response. We will check to carotid pulse. If you get a pulse, it's still alive. But you know carotid pulse. So what should you do? Number 23. Yes, you got it. Chest compression. Okay, so primary assessment is very important things. Why? Because we will different way. If the patients arrive, so we will check airway and check breathing and check resuscitation and saturation. But the patients know the field cannot do feel the carotid pulse. We must do be the chest compression and take AED, right? Sure. Okay, here we go. So unconscious, on response, we will check carotid pulse. We got a pulse, it's still alive, so we will check airway and check breathing and check saturation. But we don't have the carotid pulse, so we will do the chest compression. Okay, take AED. All right. So next we will teach our to the assessment to airway and the breathing. So do you remember to teach our airway? We have 3 ways to treat patients. Oral airway, right? Don't forget, okay? Nasal airway, all right, good. Okay, so what patient to do the oral airway? Number 6. Good job. Unconscious, but he's still alive. He airway some obstruction to the snowy. We must be to do that oral airway. Good job. Okay, but someone still to pain or to birth, he have some snowy. We must be to the answer me. Nasal airway. Good job. Why? Because we will response. We put some oral airway. We will gasp into patients. Okay, so we must be to do the airway is very important things, because if you not treat, we find a question or find a problem, if not to the treatment of patients, we will some obstruction to the non airways not very well, so we will be died. Okay, sure. So airway is patterns, also our airway is good. So we'll do the next what? B, breathe. Okay, can you show me what is the normally breathe? Yes, good job. It's normally breathe. Okay, can you show me the slowly breathe? Okay, good job. It's slowly breathe. Can you show me how to the faster breathe? Okay, you cannot do fast. Right, okay, keep up, keep wrong. Okay, stop. It's normally fast. Okay, so it's very easy. Why? Because we are observing to the patients, very easy to patients state situations. It's normally patients. It's normally breathing. It's letting you know. It's very easy. Okay, so when you make an assessment of patients the breathing is very slowly or normally the breathing. So what should we do? Don't forget we have 3 levels: oxygen the treatment, nasal airway, and the simple mask, and the non-rebreathing mask, and the BBN. I will the other equipment. Okay, so don't forget we have 3 ways to treatment of patients. Okay, so next we will to the assessment the airway and the breathing and the assessment patients. Okay, that's it. Next we will to do the saturations, airway check. Okay, because why not first to airway? I told you because we not airway not save the patients. We will absorptions. We will be dying, and the patients also. We will oxygenation is very low. We must be to give some oxygenation to the treatment of patients. Okay. Okay, so major breathing with that we are assessing. So this is saturation. C is saturation. So why do the check the 3 things? One, skin, check the skin, and to check the temperature, and to check to the radial pulse. Can you touch your radial pulse? 1, 2, 3. Okay, next week we touch your radial pulse here. Okay, check feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so circulation we do the 3 things. 1, skin color, and the temperatures or the radial pulse. 3 things. Okay. Okay, we will next time time's up. So we will review. So today we will do the 1 important thing. What is the important thing? What? Number 6, safe, right? And how to do the assessment of patients' level of the conscious, alerts to voice and to pain and the unconscious. So unconscious. Also, what should we do the next? Check the cardiac pulse. So we get a pulse. It's still alive. So we do the assessment of patients. Check airway and to check the breathing and to check the saturations. So when we check the patients unconscious, we can feel the cardiac pulse. We must do the check compression and do the CPR and do take AED. Okay, time's up. Did you have any question? No? Okay, see you. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Wow, a very interesting topic, really related to our safety, and we all know that safety is a priority. Thank you so much.
This is really very important, and during Professor Yang's talk, I'm start to check the professional words, use my phone. So I'm wondering in your class if you use the terminology learning at first time?
No.
No.
But I think maybe we will go to the other countries, to Asia's countries, like Japan and Singapore and Hong Kong and Malaysia and Philippines. So some students he will diploma to teach the paramedic. So but in Taiwan just only have the Taiwan police college, just only teach the diplomas in the Taiwan police college. So I think maybe we will need to international teach some our students. Then you know. But I will still implement.
Thank you. And last 2 weeks ago, actually, Cheng got a fire disaster, and I was living there. Yeah, so my house is near that way, and I understand that you guys are really respect you guys. Yeah, thank you very much. Now, question time. Any questions?
I'm just curious, okay, also like presenters were saying, you're using all English, okay, so this is, as I understand, this is a mandatory course, okay, but still, to help the students, as you said, the students' level are not so high, so did you prepare them with the vocabulary before the lesson? And you know, how you put your time, you know, how you control your time, how much you're going to help them, and then you start with the hard content. How to manage your time.
It's really hard to just find how to teach our students to improve the English levels. But I think maybe we will create to how to discussion to environment and the some will to do the homework. But one important thing is the assessment. Maybe in the junior high or senior high school, you must be know to the sentence or vocabulary. Just want to recall to your memory. I think because in the college maybe A2 or B2, C2 or B1 labels. I think this sentence or is enough. But I think maybe we have some medications, vocabulary or sentence must be then you know. Just like to the caloric burst of the blood pressures, of the heart rate and the breathing rates. I think it's very important things. Because everybody in Taiwan, maybe you don't know, our paramedic, we also to the other countries competitions. Just the other countries to do the assessment patients, do how to compete to the assessment patients and transport to the patients, to do good quality compressions, to a lot of things. I will message the patients how to handle the patient. A lot of patients how to do them. So in Asia, Taiwan is very famous the competition. Yeah, sure. You can check internet. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Proud of you.
No.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And let's go to our psychology learning time. Let's welcome 林思宏老师。
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and dear Professor Zhang and Professor Gao. Thank you for the opportunity to demonstrate my teaching in English at this podium. My name is Su Hongling, and I come from the Suzhou University, also known as Dong Wu Dashi in Mandarin. Okay. Yeah, Dong Wu Dashi. And today I'm going to talk about the course I'm planning to teaching in English, that is general psychology. And the topic I'm going to talk about is the adaptive mind, that is about the learning. So this topic will talk about the learning mechanisms, just like the classical conditioning, or operant conditioning. Okay. And in this course, the students may come from many different fields of majors, just like the psychology, or business, or informational engineering, or law. And most are aged from 18 to 22, and their English level just like an 82 B1. So I will use the very simple English to make sure that everyone understand what I'm talking about. So okay. And in this course, a student do not require any subjective specific language skills, because psychology is everywhere. It's about your individuals, so you may know everything, just if you are a person. Okay. And they do not require any prerequisite. Okay. And in this course, I will ask students to work together in groups and learning concepts and some ideas and show their experience with each other to help them learn better. And at the end of the lesson, I will assess their performance in their group activities and provide them some quiz to check their understanding about this topic. So let's go ahead and I'm talking about the topic of this demonstration. The objective of this chapter will introduce three fundamental types of learning, that is associated and non-associated and observational learning. And because of the time restriction, and so in this demonstration, I will focus on discussing two forms of associative learning, that is the classical and operant conditioning. There are two terms that you should understand when you, at the end of this presentation. Okay. So by the end of this demonstration, you should be able to identify the component of the classical conditioning and understand what is applications. And you also have to able to describe the major component of the operant conditioning and distinguish it from the classical conditioning. Okay. Keep in mind. Okay, so when talk about this topic, I will start with a little discussion. So I will ask students, what is learning and what do you think about learning? Okay, silence. Quite like what I am teaching in my course. So students' common response may like that. Learning is when we take in new things like factors or skills. For example, learning can be studying for their exams, playing a new sport, or even cooking a new recipe. And it is all about trying and practicing is important and improving step by step. So this process they may think it is about learning. So after their response, I will tell them the definition of the learning. So the learning is a relatively permanent change in behavior, and it occurs through their personal experience and practice in everyday life, enabling individuals to acquire their knowledge or skills that are leading to lasting behavioral change. For example, you may gradually feeling irritated whenever seeing your parents or your kids or your partners, just like. And what did happen? And in the parents' situation, your parents may constantly nagging or reminding you about some things that make you feeling very bad emotion. Okay, and you usually seeing or interacting with your parents in general. So the nagging and your parent are also occurring in your eyes, and you may hearing their nagging or reminding. So after repeated exposure, just seeing and hearing your parents without the nagging, that can trigger your bad emotion. Okay. So over time, you start to feeling impassioned even when your parents aren't nagging, because you have learned the association between the presence and the bad emotion. Whoa, we take a photo. Okay, so this is a very good example of the associative learning. We form association or connection among stimuli, behavior, or both. And the two forms of this associated learning, that is classical and operant conditioning. And the time restrictions, so I do not demonstrate other two types of learning, that non-associated and observational learning. Okay, first we talk about the classical conditioning. The famous finding is the Pavlov's dog. Do you know this dog? Yeah. The dog salivates when hearing the bell ringing, which did not happen initially. And Pavlov distinguished between the condition. This is some term that you should be remembered. that is conditioned and unconditioned stimuli or response. The unconditioned response or stimuli that is refracted or occurs without learning. So you can see that in the picture that in the top right, that the food that will induce the refraction of the dog back to salivate. And so the food in this condition is called the unconditioned stimulus. And the response related to this food, the salivation, is called the unconditioned response. And in the same time, when the dog hearing the bell ringing, they do not have any response. So in this time, the bell ringing is a neutral stimulus and no response. So there is no response related to this bell ringing. Okay, and you see that bottom, the pattern. When the Pavlov, they use the bell ringing and the food occurs in the same time, the dog will respond to the food, so they salivate it. And then after repeated exposure to this condition, in some moment, dog learns that when they hearing the bell ringing, they salivate it. So in this time, in this condition, the bell becomes the conditional stimulus, and the response reflects to the bell ringing. That is the conditional response. So there is some terms that you should be remembered in the course. That unconditional stimulus, that is just like this condition, that is the food, and the response that related to this food, that is the unconditional response. Oh, okay, and the bell ringing in this time is the neutral stimulus. And then when they learn that the bell ringing and they celebrated, that the bell ringing is the conditional stimulus, and they celebrated behavior that is the conditional response. Okay, just remember. Okay, and a classical conditioning can be applied in our daily lives, just like the aversion therapy, that it helps people to change their bad habit by pairing the bad habit with something that are unpleasant. So if you do something that not good, it gives you a punch, or you give some just nagging, and they feel that it's bad. So this is where it will be diminished. And or the systematic desensitization, that is called that help people become less afraid of things by gradually relaxing while they facing fears. Okay, so there's two types of things that can reduce the classical conditioning. Okay, there's the knowledge check activity. So you should use the Pavlov Badminton concept and match the stimuli to the type of response. Okay, go ahead. You know that the ball, food, salivation, bell, shoe, and some term that you should remember: the neutral, unconditioned, conditioned stimulus and response. Okay. Okay. Here's the answer. The neutral stimulus that ring the bell, swing the shoe, and the unconditioned stimulus is the food. And the salivation response that related to food, that is called unconditioned response. But when the salivation that is a response to the stimulus of the ringing the bell, that the salivation is called a conditional response. Okay. Okay, next I will show you what is the operant conditioning. The operant conditioning is a form of learning where behaviors are modified based on their consequence. So, this example that training a dog to sit properly when you say sit down. And if you find that when you say sit down and your dog like sit properly and you give him or give her feedback. And that feedback like food, like snacks, or like meat that they want to. So every time you say sit down, they sit properly, give the feedback. And when you say sit down, they do not do anything, you do not give his feedback. Get that? So when he learned that when you say sit down, they sit properly. Okay, they do the operant conditioning because you do not give there any feedback, but you sit properly. Okay. So there are two types of consequences that you can be reversed, just like a reinforcement. If you want to increase the frequency of some behaviors, you use the reinforcement, or use the punishment. If you want to eliminate or reduce some frequency of the behaviors. And there are two types of execution. It's the positive and negative. Positive is adding a desirable or unpleasant stimulus, or negative is the removing a desirable stimulus or an unpleasant stimulus. Okay, here's the table that summarizes some key concepts of the operant conditioning. Okay, you can see the effect, category, type, and examples. So the effect, if you want to increase the frequency of the behavior, you should use the feedback, or the consequence is the reinforcement. And there are two types of execution that are positive, and you can give him a desirable stimulus, just like giving a child candy for they doing their homework well. Okay. Or a negative, that's removing an aversive stimulus that stop nagging when child wakes up on time. Oh, take photo again. Okay. And if you want to decrease the frequency of the behavior, you should use the punishment. Okay. And there are two types of giving a punishment that is positive and negative. So you feel positive punishment that is giving a aversive stimulus, just like you're scolding a dog for chewing on your shoes, or negative punishment that removing a desirable stimulus, just taking away a toy that your child very like, when the child misbehaves. Okay, so here's the terms that you should be remembered in the operant conditioning. Okay, so here's a knowledge check activity that example that a teacher gives the students a gold star every time they complete their homework on time. As a result, students are more likely to finish their homework regularly. This is the example of which type of operant conditioning. Whoa, great, very great. You done very well. So, yes, in this example, the teacher is adding pleasant stimulus, so it's a positive, and they increase some behavior they want to increase, so it's a reinforcement. So you do very, very well. So in summarize, now the end of this class, for this lesson, you should have learned to identify the component of classical conditioning that's unconditioned, conditioned, neutral, response, stimulus. Okay. And you should describe the major component of operant condition, that positive, negative, punishment, or reinforcement, and distinguish it from the classical conditioning. Okay? Okay, this is the end of my lesson. Thank you for listening. Okay. Any question?
Wow, so interesting. Thank you so much, Professor Lin. Yeah, I'm starting take photos since I have 3 children, and I'm starting a positive or negative reinforcement or something else. This is just like a very important thing for our daily life, actually. Yeah, and the more important thing is that actually I'm from chemical engineering, but you are from the positive and negative, which make me link a anti-anions together to think. This is very interesting, and nowadays actually people start learning like themselves. Like for me, I started learning human design. Human design, really cool. Human design. I think that it's a very good way for me to have a better understanding with my students and my 3 children. Yeah, maybe I need more suggestions from you. So now it's the Q&A section. Any questions?
I think maybe a little bit the participation to the action to the student to his opinion. I think maybe for 3 or 5
Size.
yes. Just like to the professors to assembly to move the
They always define.
this is the that's timing 的这个，就是跟刚才那老师那个方式。
Oh, you are thinking about like a Slido,
Oh,
right?
yeah, Slido.
Slido.
Yeah. Using Slido. There are technologies nowadays. Okay, there's a software called Slido that the student can insert it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then they can show.
Yeah.
Everyone can see what everyone's doing.
Because a lot of students very interested answer. You will make a
Everybody
focus.
wanted to see what other people think.
Yes.
And they don't want to talk to other people, but they
Yeah.
like to see it.
Yeah.
I always use the Google.
It was some percentage.
Google Form is you have to go to the background to. Have you shown them the results?
Yeah, I'll show you their result because immediately feedback from the mind.
Okay. Same idea.
Yeah.
We use different software. Yeah. The idea is to see what's there. That actually is also one of my questions. I would like to know,
We really want to engage the students. Okay, so I'm not quite sure which part we can start engaging students, except answering the question. Answering the question, I would count as not engaging the students because that's a relatively low level. So, there's a high level engagement. Okay, what the student can do in the class, except answering the questions. So I'm very curious. Okay, but again, psychology is such an interesting topic. Yeah. So if you can have you engage students in the classroom more than just answering the question. Actually, it's my questions.
Yeah, thank you so much for Professor Yang and Professor Zhang's precious comments. Yeah, students at the center actually is very important. I believe that as a psychologist, Professor Lin, you have a lot of experiences as well, right? Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. Now let's have our last presenter, Ma Tianli 老师, Dental Technology. Thank you.
Everyone, welcome to today's class. Good afternoon, dear professors. I'm Tinima, and I'm an assistant professor in the School of Dental Technology at Taipei Medical University. And today I'm introducing this course by the synchronous distance teaching video. And this course, the Exploration and Strategies in Scientific Research Literature, is for undergraduate students. And it focuses on teaching students to ensure the effective technique like for searching, evaluating, and applying the academic research articles. And what we'll see today is about the part of the first section of the course, and it's a 7-year selective in this and will be offered next semester. So let's see the video. Everyone, welcome to today's class on Exploration and Strategies in Scientific Research Literature. I'm Professor Tinima, and I'll be your guide for navigating the academic world of the research articles. Before we dive in, here's a quick question. How many of you have spent hours looking for research papers but ended up frustrated? Please raise your hands. Yeah, I've been there too, but by the end of this class, you'll feel more confident and efficient in your searches. Let's get started. So here's what we'll cover today, like how to search for articles effectively, and how to filter and pick the right articles, and how to evaluate their quality, and how to summarize and present your findings. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's move on. And why does this matter? Imagine you're writing a report and you find the perfect article in just minutes. How does that feel?
Winning a lottery.
Oh yes, save time, build a solid case for your project, and make up your ideas with credible sources. That's the power of mastering this skill. And now let's talk about the challenges, like too many irrelevant results and difficulty deciding which articles are worth reading, and not knowing how to use database tools. I want to know how many of you have faced this. Anyone can tell me?
Yes, of course, in that way, 10,000 results.
Oh, really? And anyone else?
I just picked the first article I see.
Oh, don't worry, we'll tackle this today. And can anyone tell me what's the hardest part of finding articles?
Too many options is overwhelming.
Oh yes, really. And others?
I don't know which one to trust.
Yeah, spot on. Today we'll make sure you can filter out the noise and focus on what really matters. And here's a simple 4-step process, like define your topic clearly and choose the right keywords. Use database filters to narrow down results and evaluate the articles you find. And I want to know what's the first thing we always do. Can anyone tell me?
Google it.
Yeah, good guess, but we'll do better than Google today. So here today, we'll explore how to effectively search literature on PubMed. There are two main methods, natural language search and mesh search. Natural language search is when you type keywords like heart attack. Mesh, on the other hand, uses a controlled vocabulary to provide more precise results. Additionally, Boolean logic operators like and, or, and not allow us to combine keywords and refine our search results. And can anyone explain what Boolean logic operators do? Okay, you can answer.
They help to combine keywords and narrow results, or broaden them and not exclude certain terms.
Yes, you're right. And in PubMed's advanced search, you can search titles by using TI. Put things in parentheses to set the order, use heuristic as wildcards, and post for exact phrases. Plus, PubMed automatically matches your keywords to match terms to help you get better results. And how would you search for articles where the keyword appears only in the title? Can anyone tell me the answer?
So you can use TI after the keyword, like lymphoma TI.
Yeah, you're right. Excellent. And this is a very useful feature. For example, in the case of chemotherapy for lymphoma in cats or dogs, then the search logic may be cat or dog and lymphoma and chemotherapy. And the possible keywords for each concept are here. And you could enter the following query. It seems like it's challenging, but this feature can help simplify the process. And there's an advanced search for PubMed. And for figure 1, select the field title and add keyword group 1 by clicking Add, which will automatically move to the query box below. In figure 2, select the field title and add keyword group 2 by clicking Add with N, which will also automatically move to the query box below. In figure 3, in the query box, click Search to proceed with the query. So here is the question. Suppose you want to search for literature on aspirin for preventing heart attacks. Which of the following is the best search strategy? You can type the answer in the chapter A or B or C, and I'll tell you the correct answer later. Okay, are you ready? Okay, the correct answer is B. Why? The strategy A, using quotes around the whole phrase aspirin for heart attack prevention, limits results to an exact match. Quotes should be for fixed terms like heart attack, not full phrases. And strategy B, just entering aspirin heart attack prevention, lets PubMed match heart attack to the right match term, giving more complete results. And strategy C, separating keywords with N, such as aspirin and heart and attack and prevention, treats heart and attack as independent words. This is from the definition of heart attack as a phrase and prevented from mapping to the mass term myocardial infarction. And next, let's take a moment to talk about your preferences when it comes to academic searches. I have a few questions for you, like what topics are you most interested in researching? And which academic search engines do you prefer to use? And if you were to search for your topic, what keywords would you start with? And what filters would you apply and why? Would like to share their thoughts? Okay, you can start.
I'll go first. So I'm interested in sustainable energy, like wind turbines and solar panels. I usually use Google Scholar because it's user-friendly and it gives me quite a lot of options. So for keywords, I use renewable energy, solar power systems, and wind turbine efficiency. And I always set the publication date filter to the last 5 years, the closest 5 years, because I want updated information.
Oh yeah, that's a great approach. Keywords like renewable energy are broad enough to get started, and filters definitely help keep your results focused. Thanks for sharing. What about someone else? Okay, you can start.
I'm into medical innovations, especially AI in diagnostics. I prefer PubMed because it's really specific for healthcare topics. And my keywords will be include AI in medicine, machine learning, diagnostics, and healthcare technology. I also filter for reviews first because they give a good summary and sometimes clinical trials for detailed studies.
Oh yeah, fantastic strategy. Using PubMed for healthcare topics is a smart choice, and reviews are definitely a great starting point. So, before we finish, any questions? Any questions? Okay.
I have questions.
Okay, what questions?
I want to know that what's the best way to manage the articles?
Oh, that's a great question. The tools like EndNote or Mendeley can save you a lot of time. And you can practice this to improve your skills. So thanks for participating today. Go practice these skills and make your research life easier. Bye bye.
So by the end of this class, the students will learn how to formulate the certain topics or the keywords, and then they'll use the coding operators or computers, and they will learn how to evaluate the kind of the research and to understand the importance about Thank you.
How to search the articles through the, for example, the SCI or the Google Scholar, right? Any questions? Any questions for Professor Ma?
Yeah. Is the classes always online, or just this one is specific? This one only, so the rest is in class. Okay, so I have a comment actually. Okay, when you do online, the student's name is shown there. So if you wanted to say something, you can call their name. Yeah, because sometimes I think there are two hands, and maybe it's better you can call the name, say who the person. Okay, you can speak now, and who else will be later or something. That's my first comment. I have another comment. Sorry. The second comment is what I learned from I consider give a great talk. Okay, he was suggesting that you don't ask the student any question. Okay, he said don't ask any questions. Okay, don't ask that. You should ask is what question do you have? It's more like forcing them to ask a question. Well, do you have any question? The student will automatically say no question. Okay. But what question do you have? That's the no is not the answer, so they have to think about the question. That's what I learned from the talk I went to, and I think this is great. So nowadays I use that. I say, so what question do you have? Yeah, thank you for the talk.
Very interesting. Instead of any questions, what questions do you have? Yeah,
more like forcing them to have the question.
Yeah, that's very important. Yes. And what questions do you have now? Okay. I think the EMI, you are teaching this class in English, right? As an EMI? Yeah. So I'm wondering how you think about the student-centered learning and how you do it in the classroom. Can you please share it a bit in the classroom? Yeah, you get to.
I think I would use online weekends to enhance their engagement or to encourage their group discussion to have their English skill confidence, to enhance their knowing about the core concepts.
Group discussion.
Yeah, for the weekends. Like
Good. Oh, you also use
Kahoot in the classroom, that's very good. And the more interesting thing I found that these students are very reachable, right? Lin Lao Shi, right? They are very reachable. Everyone looks so active.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very normal. Very nice. Yeah. How do you do that? You must. You said that you must answer my questions, and they come. Yeah. Oh, got you. So can you please share some of your students' personality with us? I think that's a very good way to start this kind of positive teaching.
Can you share, for example, they are all from Taiwan or major?
Yeah. That's why I think there's some of the students from Hong Kong, but mostly are from
Thank you so much. No, I think now we make more time to discuss together, right? Okay. Let's thank Professor Ma again.
We have, at the end of each section, we have 3 hours for discussion. So we only have 3 left. That's 2. Okay. So anything should we talk, discuss? Anything you would like to exchange? Any ideas? I have an extra one. Okay. What I think is to teach in English is everybody has some pressure. Okay, because that's not our familiar method. Okay, so but what I have learned is that most of my worries is that I will pronounce something wrong. So most of the things I know for sure, so I ignore that. But sometimes if I'm not sure, I always put them into the Google Translate, and they can speak it for me. So they will read it for me. And once I throw in the whole, I have a speech. Okay, it's a real speech. It's not like a seminar. I have a speech. So I put my whole speech in the Google's Translate. And hit the pronunciation. And read the whole thing for me, and they have a tonation. It's incredible. It can read the whole thing and have a up and downs. Everything was really nice. And I check the pronunciations. Okay, so I practice a little bit. So I think if during our teaching, if that's something you will be afraid of or something, nowadays there are lots of tools. Okay. The old days we have to ask someone, and nowadays you ask the computer. So we can use the tools to set yourself ease, okay? Or say set yourself peace. So we feel a little bit more confident. And if the teacher itself is confident, the students can learn better. Okay? If we get nervous, the students get nervous. So that's my experience. So I just exchange with everyone. Okay. Yeah. So anything else you especially would like to share? Something you struggles or you think you solve? Okay, you have great tricks or something. Anything else you can share?
How about we sit a little bit closer? I think that's a
let's get
very
closer.
precious chance.
The speaker has to take a picture. Yeah, please. You have to take a picture first. Because our has to leave. 他每个人都要跟你的那个 poster 照相。
每个人跟这个
要跟 poster 照一张。才能瞧到，不是才能放，不是就那个。
谢谢。去哪一个？我去做山外套，超感动，这样从高空上来的，一个超感动，对不对？对不对？
会有很不一样的变形，对，没错。光从南到北，都不是在台湾，要走。
是不是？我跟你讲，我这几天就是台中，然后台中、高雄。我穿毛衣这个外套下去，他说你是光明是吗？然后我发现没有啊，我在台北很冷。
好，谢谢。首先我很好奇，我先请教一下。